Always.
News now.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hanson, and this is the News at Night. All this week, we'll be looking back at some of the major musical events that we've reported on this year. On tonight's show, we look back to April, when 87 rock musicians and 72,000 fans gathered at Wembley to celebrate the memory of Freddie Mercury and raise money for AIDS awareness. Led by the 3 remaining members of Queen, the 4-hour concert was broadcast worldwide and enjoyed by millions of people. On tonight's News at Night, we look back at that event.
Without Freddie, there is not a band called Queen. But there is us, and there is his spirit living on, and there's definitely a group spirit there in some ways.
This is the least I could do to just pay my respects to someone who I really admire as a musician, as a person.
It's the end of a chapter, really, isn't it? You know?
I'm sure all of us have friends and, in some cases, family that are suffering and battling with this disease. And I think as much awareness that can be given to the responsibilities that we have to shoulder from now on. The more that we can do to bring that awareness to people, the better.
The conservative estimate for the year 2000 is 40 million people on this planet will be infected with HIV.
It's really become an epidemic that concerns everybody.
Work and dreams of one Freddie Mercury. Since the war, since the life, since the dragon's fire, it be no one bad. Yeah. Secret one eye open, repaint your pillow tight. Exit light, tonight. Take my
When the guys from Queen called up and said, "Are you interested?" I mean, that was one of the easiest decisions we've ever made. It was just like, you know, where do you want us to show up and when? We'll be there. And Metallica has purposely stayed away from these kind of situations before. I think there's a very gray area where, you know, these charities and these things like this kind of turn into self-promotion and turn into some mistaken political things and stuff like that. I think people like Sting and U2 are a lot better at that anyway. And but this time around, when the guys from Queen called up, we just had to say yes. And I think that if there is one issue or topic, you know, in rock and roll that definitely could use a lot more awareness and information about, it is AIDS.
The atmosphere in the crowds is, you can feel it. It's really, really cool. And in all honesty, backstage as well, it's ego-free in every dressing room. You've got people wandering in each other's, borrowing shoes, can I borrow your jacket to go on stage? Everybody's borrowing things off each other. It's like you don't know who's in which band anymore. Everybody's just all over the place.
In the garden, I was playing the guitar. I kissed your lips and broke your heart. You were acting like it was the end of the world. can't quite remember. Drinking nickels and tattooed in the weed. I'm another cigarette, but I can't see. Tell me what you're doing with me. Take me down to a paradise in the world. Red and green and the girls are pretty. One more time, take me home. Take me down to a paradise in the world. The grass is green and the girls are pretty. One more time, take me home. Yeah.
Guns N' Roses are the typical bad boys, rock and roll, party all night, etc. I mean, how do you feel about putting your name to a cause like this?
Good, because I mean, I had to realize it. I had to curtail my activities. You know, I didn't want to, but really, you have to. You know, or until something goes on where there's some control over it, you can't even you know, you can't even. I couldn't consciously risk other people, you know. I mean, rock and roll is rock and roll, but as far as other people are concerned, I care about that. And I couldn't go around risking other people's lives without knowing where I was at.
Freddie Mercury was full of charm, charisma. He enjoyed life absolutely to the full. If he had known about HIV infection, I think probably before he actually became infected, I think his message would have been, enjoy life as much as you possibly can, be outrageous, but be careful.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now.
It's always a nightmare singing somebody else's song with such a with a guy like Freddie who's so hard to copy or emulate at all. You know, it's a tall order for all the singers here tonight. It's hard.
Lost for love, lost for more. Let me hear the word. Despacito, even more. Touch me now. This night and evermore. Mountains crumble to the sea. Hey. There would still be you and me, because in this thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around with it. Are you ready? Crazy little thing called love. All we hear is radio gaga, radio goo-goo, radio gaga. All we hear is radio gaga, radio gaga. Radio what's new? Radio, someone still loves you.
I prophesied that this would be next best gig to Live Aid. It feels really, really good to me. You know, I've done a couple of other things where the organisation's been good, but the atmosphere's not quite there. But the atmosphere out there is fantastic.
It was only when I thought I could sort of sing half well, so, you know, hence What's Live Forever. Also, it's quite topical.
lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Right. God bless Queen.
These are the days of our lives. They flow in the swiftness of time. Those days are all gone now, but some things remain. When I look, I find no change. Show must go on. Yeah, show must go on.
I wanted to sing The Show Must Go On because I love the lyrics, and Freddie, that was his last tour de force really when he was recording, and it's a wonderful vocal, and the lyrics just very prophetic. Inside my heart is breaking, but my makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on, and that's how he was to the end.
Inside my heart is breaking, my makeup may be flaming, but my smile still stays on. Nothing really matters to me. Anywhere the wind Thanks, Freddie. We just wanted to let you know we were thinking about you. Stay safe.
A truly amazing day. Money's raised went to a number of AIDS charities worldwide and is currently estimated at nearly $5 million. The concert has recently been released on home video and is in your shops now. Again, all profits will go to AIDS charities. On tomorrow's show, we look